Hello, hi, welcome everyone to my channel. This is me, Prem Kumar. Life in the UK test. This is the topic of today's video. Basically, I recently got my ILR status in UK, which is permanent residency, or as you can say, indefinite leave to remain in UK, and I'll be eligible to apply for passport next year. So, life in the UK test is one of the important documents, one of the important things that you need to submit for your ILR application. Basically, it's one of those tests whereby they want to ensure that you understand UK culture, UK history, UK modern world, UK laws, regulations, all the good stuff about UK, and that's where they want to test you. And this test is held in UK different centers, and you have to pass this. And this reference of this test goes into your ILR application as well. Basically, out of 24 questions they are asking this test, you have to answer at least 18, which is 75% correctly. So on the face of it, it can feel daunting as in passing of the 75%, but let me tell you, it's very easy. I passed in first attempt, I passed almost with 100%. A result as well, they don't tell you result, but I can tell I passed with 100% because of the answers I knew. So let me tell you how I prepared it without any cost. I know a lot of people get different apps, different books, etc. to study, or maybe take a course with some of the providers to learn this. But let me tell you, this is very easy to do by yourself, and you don't need to spend anything, of course, except the £50, which are the fees of the test itself. So how did I prepare this? I think that's an important question. And to highlight, I prepared this in literally few days. I did not take a lot of time. So I started searching on Google, of course, what's the best way to post this. I spent like an hour or so, and I found few websites, completely free websites, which had 48 tests, and each test had 24 questions. You're literally dealing with so many questions, and at the same time those websites had chapter wise details of what's the content or curriculum of the UK life in the UK test as well. So that curriculum was so huge, I did not want to spend too much time on that, but definitely all the 48 tests I did that few times. You can do them easily on your phone, your computer, anything, and you just have to work through them multiple times, and you will remember most of them in terms of answers. So that's what I did. And secondly, what I did as well is I scrolled through some of the latest things that's happening in UK. UK modern history or laws and regulations. Those questions are quite easy to answer. So I prepared all for that, and that went without any cost. Now, things that come in the test and type of content that's in curriculum, there are things like what is UK and things, structure of UK. That's very easy to understand if you're in UK, so you have solid marks in that area. Then there are discussions about legal system as well. I think that's one of the easiest part of the whole curriculum. Legal system, different assemblies in UK, Scotland, England, all that is very easy. And there's very solid marks you can easily get. At the same time, there's a chapter on history of UK, and now that's a little boring because if you are somebody from outside, it's very hard to remember the dates, the name of the people, and the kind of instruments or the things that they used to do back in past. Sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't. Similarly, in modern world as well, what happened to industrial revolution, etc. All these things can feel a little daunting, but there's a lot of content available if you want to read and spend time, and if you have the time. The last one was the easy chapter as well. Now, to summarize, when you receive the test is supposed to be an average test, not like having all the difficult questions. In my test, out of 24, I can say that 18 to 19 questions were those which were without dates or without names. Very easy question, at least 20 questions. And then there were remaining four which had some sort of date or somebody who did something in past. I think if you remember all those questions which are without dates, I think you have a very good chance of passing. And all the people I know easily pass with first attempt by using some sort of websites without paying anything, any sort of money to anybody. Just to summarize, the best way, you redo the tests, those tests, the 48 tests I mentioned multiple times, and those answers will be retained in your mind. And just as an add-on, which I did as well, is go on the YouTube. There are a few channels as well. I'll just share the link of both test link and then channel link as well in the description. But there are a few channels as well on YouTube which simplify some of those concepts very easily. And once you see something in video format, it's much easier to remember. So I think I did that. It went smoothly. I passed in first attempt. Literally, I finished the test in 4 minutes, where I had a time of like 45 minutes, I think, but I had a lot of time. I just wrapped the test in 4 or 5 minutes after rechecking as well. So yeah, it was quite easy the way I did it without any cost. Hopefully this helps. Thank you so much for watching.